For the International Day of Peace 2024, Heartfulness presents Peacefulness, Uniting Hearts. Unless the foundation of peace is made to rest on spiritual basis, no better prospect can be expected.
C'est une très grande joie pour moi de vous adresser un message à l'invitation de cette organisation Heartfulness et à l'occasion de la Journée mondiale de la paix. La paix, c'est un grand cadeau que nous avons reçu de Dieu à l'île Maurice ici. Nous pouvons vivre dans la paix malgré que nous soyons de différentes cultures, de différentes religions. La paix, c'est le grand cadeau pour lequel nous devons demander, nous devons rendre grâce à Dieu et le remercier. Mais la paix n'est pas un cadeau qui est donné comme cela et qu'il suffit simplement d'en jouir. Il nous faut construire la paix. Il nous faut nous engager pour ouvrir notre cœur au dialogue, à la compréhension des autres, afin de maintenir la paix. Alors je salue toutes les personnes, tous les citoyens mauriciens, toutes les citoyennes qui sont engagés justement à construire la paix dans notre pays. Cette paix, elle sera construite dans la mesure où chacun respectera l'autre, où chacun sera à l'écoute de l'autre, et aussi avec le partage, l'attention aux plus pauvres, aux plus défavorisés. Tout cela est important pour construire la paix. Je vous souhaite donc à tous une très belle journée mondiale de la paix. Et je souhaite que le Conseil des religions continue de faire son travail pour favoriser le dialogue et l'harmonie sociale entre toutes les différentes composantes de la population mauricienne. Bonne journée de la paix internationale.
Peace on earth and goodwill to all, to work harmoniously, peacefully and lovingly for the common good is the demand of our time. Can our thoughts create peace? Our thoughts have extraordinary power, although we don't often realize it. When we turn our minds towards positive thoughts, we can begin to feel a beneficial effect within ourselves and even around us here.
Do our thoughts influence the way our bodies work? And the answer is a resounding yes. And this is something that has been studied a lot. And our stressful thoughts, for instance, have a lot of negative consequences. It can affect our sleep patterns, it can affect our blood pressure, it can affect our heart rate, and we feel this, right? But there was a very simple and very unique experiment that was conducted by Alia Crum. And in her experiment, it's called Mind Over Milkshake Study. It's a very interesting title, right? What she did was she took a group of participants and divided the participants based on what she was going to give them. So she gave milkshake to these participants, 46 of them. And one group of the milkshakes, she labeled it as Sensi Shake or Sensible Shake. And she said it's fat-free, guilt-free, and had lower calories, right? It was just the label. And in the other encounter, she gave the same milkshake but now labeled as indulgence, and she said it's rich, creamy, maybe it has a lot of calories, right? If it is exactly the same milkshake, our bodies should respond the way it would, irrespective of what the label said, right? But what these labels have said have evoked a response at a physiological level. For instance, she checked a hormone called ghrelin. This is our hunger hormone. If it is the same milkshake that all the participants had, the response of ghrelin should be uniform. But based on the label, the ghrelin responses differed. And this is how our thought process can influence even the way our physiology responds, right? And if this is what we are seeing at a measurable level, there are many things that we may not be able to measure. So our thoughts significantly have an effect on how our bodies respond. Have you ever been in a line, maybe having Starbucks or in a grocery store, right? The person in front of you is stressed out, right? And you feel it. It doesn't feel good. A person next to you is stressed out, you feel the stress. A person next to you is anxious, you feel it. And a person next to you is sad, and you also feel it. Right? So if thoughts of one person is going to affect the thoughts of the person next to that person, it is important to know that collectively the thoughts that we generate do have an effect not only on ourselves but also amongst our colleagues, our friends, our family members. So if there is a way we can change the inner landscape and generate thoughts that are conducive to one's own well-being, it not only changes ourselves but it can also have a positive effect on others too. There was a very interesting study that was done to see how stress can change the patterns within our brain, right? And when we are stressed out, when we are anxious, there are many consequences to it, and one of the consequences is how our brain responds to it, right? There are many areas within the brain, and one of these areas is called the amygdala. And this amygdala, you can think about amygdala as a smoke detector within our brain. And this smoke detector, when we are anxious, it goes on a hyper alert mode. And when it goes on a hyper alert mode, it reacts out of proportion. It hijacks our normal thinking process and makes us react at a higher level than what we would do normally. And in a lot of us, this amygdala is not only active, but it is hyperactive. The practices of meditation or calming the mind or training the mind can reduce this hyperactivity of this amygdala and bring it to a normal level. A simple way to begin with is calm yourself down, settle down for a few minutes at least each day, and see how the day goes. Thank you so much.
Thought pollution. A little thought can go a long way. We know about environmental pollution, but thoughts also pollute our atmosphere and environment. Thoughts are energies. They affect everything we are, everything we do, and everything and everyone around us. Our thoughts have power. Tap into peace. Build skills to connect with your inner self and with others. Take a moment to pause. Adopt a positive attitude. Practice peace your way.
Peace and bliss, compassion, love, all these things are hardwired in our neuro circuit. Anytime anything goes wrong, circuit breaks. It tells you, don't do it. The voice of wrong, voice of lies, it speaks louder than what is truthful and what is peaceful. So if you only learn how to recognize this voice of deviation, moment you deviate from a noble path, your heart will pound faster and heavier. Observe the condition of your heart at that time. See? So, real change, in order to, experience that in our life, first thing is, do I really want to have such a change in my life? Intentions, as Sharon said, intentionality will drive your life. When something is right and something is wrong, follow the voice of your heart. And this voice becomes louder, voice of the heart. As you practice more and more, moment you follow what is right and moment you start denying what is wrongful, your will, your sensitivity will increase along with the peace and bliss and compassion and love that we share with the world. So I think following your inner instincts with pure intentions will lead us to peace. If you are looking for a solution, how to bring about peace at an individual level, then it's a different story also. Peace and harmony, they go together. Harmony and contemplative minds, they go together. Contemplative mind and focused mind also, they go together. And focused mind is the product of meditation. So when we join these dots, that through meditation we arrive at a focused mind, which leads us to contemplative mind, which leads us to harmony, it leads us to peace. And finally this peace leads us to happiness. Easier said than done though, but it begins with intentions. I love this idea of intentionality. Do you really want to change? Do you really want to be happy? Do you really want to be at peace? Then the world is open. Your neural circuit will cooperate. The power of the universe will cooperate. And there you are. You won't say it's so difficult afterward, but we begin with intentions.
Organizations, whether for a company, organization, community, social group, or even among friends, there are many ways to share the benefits of peacefulness with your community. Stress relief, healthier relationships, more positive environment, a better world. Individuals, start your peace journey today and feel the benefits for yourself and the world around you. Reduced thought pollution, healthier relationships, greater self-awareness, a better world. You are all heartily invited to visit www.peacefulness.org and become a peacefulness partner. Do you dream of a peaceful life? Studies have shown that many people creating a vision can produce its desired effect. Imagine joining millions around the world to create a vision of peace for all. What a world that would create! These intentions will contribute to your peace of mind as well as create harmony with your family members, friends, and in your communities.
Gita, even Quran, even Bible, all the religious approaches commonly agree on one fundamental thing, that can you have peace within yourself unless and until your heart and mind are in sync. They have to be in harmony with each other. Many droplets, many rivulets come together and make an ocean. Often at an individual level we wonder, how am I going to bring about this ocean of peace in the world, in the universe? We all talk of world peace, universal peace. But how can we attain that unless and until each individual has peace within? If I personally don't have peace within myself, how does it matter even if the entire world has peace? So what matters is we begin with what we have and what we don't have. We have to analyze, introspect, what is the cause of disturbance within me? Is it materialistic? Is it psychological? Is it emotional? Am I being disturbed because of certain lack or certain excess? One wonders what sort of excesses can create disturbance within. How do I lose the harmony within? How do I become irritated and angry? Things like that. So, fundamental thing one needs before we can perfect and transform ourselves as a better human being is the ability to have correct thinking. That is the first step. Unless and until one develops correct thinking, you cannot embark on a journey of understanding neither yourself nor others. So the journey of transformation, journey of personal peace begins with this inner introspection, and that demands correct thinking. Correct thinking will lead to perhaps right understanding. Now we have to understand, when I say correct thinking, the correct thinking according to Hindu, is it absolute? According to a Muslim, they will always think that my thinking is the correct, the thinking of others is wrong. So where do we draw a line between correct thinking and incorrect thinking, right understanding and wrong understanding, honest approach to life and dishonest approach to life? All the negative aspects of this, wrong thinking, wrong understanding, dishonest approach to life, brings only disturbance within. So now we are coming to one fundamental thing. Whatsoever I do, whatsoever I think, whatsoever may be the attitude in my heart, does it give me peace? Or am I whitewashing it, not only towards your own self, but towards one and all? So, to my understanding, and as the great Gita, even Quran, even Bible, all the religious approaches commonly agree on one fundamental thing, that can you have peace within yourself unless and until your heart and mind are in sync. They have to be in harmony with each other. If there is lack of harmony between the mind and the heart, you will be lost, you will always be disturbed. It doesn't matter if God exists or not, if your heart is a mere desert where there is no flowering of love. Well, I can go on talking on this particular subject, but my main emphasis is this: how to arrive at this personal inner harmony, how to develop this correct way of thinking, how to make myself understand the situation. Very simple. Adopt a practice that can make you more focused within. You can center yourself, balance yourself with the inner, in the depth of your own consciousness. I cannot center myself on the depth of another person's consciousness, however that great that person may be. Even if the biggest soul on the planet can guide me, yet I will have to refer it to my heart, yet I will have to refer it to the depths of my heart. So, ability to dive deeper within oneself and see whether what is being inculcated from outside, it rhymes with my own heart. So we have to remain prayerful to that higher existence, and we have to be very honest with that higher existence. We have to remain prayerful with that higher existence, that Lord, I don't even know how you are. I don't even know who you are. I am begging you, my Lord, please help me. And how can you have that experience? Where can you have this experience? Nowhere else but except your own heart. So, we close our eyes gently and pay our attention, having relaxed body, relaxed mind, and everything relaxed, go inward and be receptive to that inner source where God resides, where the ultimate knowledge resides, where the highest consciousness resides. It's in our heart. That ultimate source of divinity also can be felt in our heart. We can close our eyes gently and try to meditate.
Intention for peace. Why intentions? What we think and imagine determines our reality. The Roman emperor, philosopher, and mediator Marcus Aurelius explained it like this: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. He also said, the things you think about determine the quality of your mind. Your soul takes on the color of your thoughts. By using peaceful intentions every day and by starting our activities with them, we make peace with ourselves, with our families, with our friends, and in our communities. How to use intentions? Before making a peaceful intention, first take a moment to center yourself in the present moment. Let your heart be in it. How? Almost everything starts with thoughts, and a thought with purpose is an intention. The energy of an intention has a ripple effect when it goes out into the world, and so it becomes a reality. First, choose one of the peacefulness intentions. Then, take a moment to center yourself in the present moment. Think of the intention, connect with its meaning, and imagine its effect spreading to everyone and everything around you. Most importantly, put your heart into it. You are all invited to participate in the 9 p.m. Universal Prayer for World Peace and Harmony. Everyone is being filled with love and devotion, and real faith is growing stronger in them. Truth and righteousness are getting established in the world. All kinds of distractions faced by our countries and our globe are going away. May this entire earth be engulfed with peace, with love, with divine grace.
For me, compassion is when we meet others where they are, in acceptance, in understanding, and in a certain sense of warmth.
E através da paz, a gente consegue perceber nuances da vida, né, desde um ponto mais tranquilo, mais neutro.
Hello, I am astronaut Jean-François Clairvoy, alias Billy Bob, and I'm very happy to join this peacefulness community across the world and share with you the view of Earth from space. You're going to see in a few minutes the Earth as we see it from space. It is very moving, and you will understand why we feel this sense of communion with our Mother Earth, which is beautiful, unique, isolated, and which makes us feel one whole with our planet. See you after the video.
When you see Earth from space for the first time, you literally fall in love with your home planet. The emotion is intense in front of the combination of beauty, fragility of life, and power of the geological and meteorological elements. The field of view extends to thousands of kilometers around, and as we fly fast at 28,000 kilometers per hour, the landscape below varies very quickly, showing a striking diversity. You are seized by the dramatic contrast between this big, bright, colorful ball illuminated by the sun and the deep black background of the cosmos. Indeed, astronauts can't discern any stars in the sky when the sun or the Earth shines through the spaceship windows. You feel the need to protect Earth because the atmosphere appears so thin on the horizon that you realize how much all life on Earth depends on this so tiny layer of gas maintained by such a fragile balance with the ocean. But after a few orbits, you see volcanoes, big mountains, hurricanes, huge tidal waves, glaciers, gigantic icebergs, and you realize that Earth lives its own life, regardless of human activities. You become respectful. Earth is a very strong and powerful tectonic and climatic object, which may seem a paradox since, at the same time, it shows fragility of life. If you tend first to look at details of places where you've been living, you quickly enjoy watching our planet as a whole. It is isolated, meaning nothing else around exists which can come and help us. It is unique since no other planet resembles Earth by far. It is finite, same crew of this single natural spaceship traveling alone in this freezing, black, infinite emptiness of the universe. Indeed, we should manage Earth as a spaceship, understanding how it works and living in harmony with its resources, like we do with our own spaceship, in order to never be in lack. Earth, one home, one crew, one mission. Let all future generations live long and prosper.
I hope you understand better what we call the overview effect. This sensory experience that creates an emotional experience, which itself involves an intellectual experience when we compare Earth to a spaceship, and a spiritual experience, because when you look at this magnificent planet from space, you can't avoid the question what created this magnificent planet? So the answer is yours. And to finish, I would like to share with you an intent that I will read with you. Feel like me when you are among nature, when you are in space, but also on Earth. Everything around you is absorbing peace, including the sky, the oceans, the trees, the mountains, the people, the wildlife, even the buildings. And everything is radiating peace.
We all human beings have good heart, all, without an exception. Now, how to recognize this?
I've been meeting a lot of people who are from different nationalities, different geographies, and I was just talking to them, and then I learned that about 169 countries in the world now practicing heartfulness. And the sheer number of people who have enjoyed and benefited from it in the last 1 year is phenomenal. So this is something which is an experiment which probably will lead to complete transformation of societies and countries.
Well, the idea of transformation, from a mind which is inclined towards committing wrong versus a person who is hungry, thirsty to do the right. We all human beings have good heart, all, without an exception. Now, how to recognize this? A person who is misled by a certain belief system, certain cultural systems, certain religious beliefs that my religion is superior. In fact, all religions are trying to unite. That was the original purpose with it started. But when we start competing one religion against another, and within one religion itself there may be so many branches, and they become each other's staunch enemies. So here we are trying, through meditation, promoting spirituality, we try to integrate various ideas, various cultures beyond religions, and transform each one's idealism without forcing any dogmas. Religion has dogmas and belief system. Simple example, God is omnipresent, God is omniscient, God is omnipotent. Sarva Shaktiman, Sarva Jnani, Sarva Vyapi. It's a belief as well as dogma. In spirituality, this statement is realized through experience. And when I experience this, then I don't have to remember these words. Right? God is love, but how many of us have experienced? It has to be experienced first. So, the knowledge or the information is transcended into actuality. It's possible only through meditation, and where in heartfulness way, the whole process is accelerated manifold, I would say thousands of times. And you can really transcend all kinds of states of consciousness and arrive at the source of all consciousness.
Yeah. So I think we are on the cusp of a real good social revolution that you are trying to work on. And I can see very young people so devotedly doing it, very old ones also who cannot even walk properly but still want to be here. So I think we really look forward to a different kind of society which will be the cause of that, or the heart of that. Heartfulness, heart is here. So the heart of this change might also be Kana itself.
Yes, we are praying, we are hoping, and we are striving towards it. Yeah. Let us see what happens during our generation. We can do our part. We can plant a mango. Who knows which generation will enjoy our plants. Let's plant some seeds of peace and harmony. Barriers of countries will break down one day. But that time is not near, it's a very distant future. When humanity's consciousness will change, they will be willingly inviting different level of consciousness. And when there is a critical mass or egregore reached, then the course of humanity will change altogether. We will not be tolerating nonsense. We will not be tolerating violence or anything wrong. We will become, I think, quite awakened society.
PM Peace Mob. Join peace warriors around the world. Peaceful intentions. By uniting our intentions and aspirations in this collective adventure, we will catalyze a wave of transformative change that will resonate across borders and generations.
Welcome to the 9 p.m. Peace Mob. Wherever you live, people are joining together at 9 p.m. local time to create peace in the world. Be your own peace satellite. Beam out peace. Sit quietly, close your eyes, bring your attention towards your heart and relax. Imagine your heart is filling with peace, and this peace is spreading to every cell of your body. Now, have the intention that the peace you have generated is spreading to and being absorbed by everything around you, including the sky, the oceans, the trees, the people, the wildlife, the buildings, and everything is radiating peace. You can feel it moving outwards towards everyone in your home, your building, your community, your country, and eventually filling the whole world. Imagine the whole world lighting up with peace and harmony. Thanks for joining the Peace Mob.
here. There is light right inside you and me, a beacon that shines for peace. Sahariyam karavavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. All around the world, all around the world, we're not strangers, we are neighbors, kindred souls, and our hearts are full of peace. There is love right here. There is love right here. There is love right in the palm of our hands. So give and give again. Sahariyam karavavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. All around the world, all around the world, we're not strangers, we are neighbors, kindred souls, and our hearts are full of love. There is light, there is love. Oh, heartfulness.
मुझको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास में रे बंदे, मैं तो तेरे पास।
विभिन्न पंथों और संप्रदायों में आस्था रखने वाले लोगों के बीच मेल जोल और आपसी समझ बढ़ाने के उद्देश्य से आयोजित ये महोत्सव मानवता के कल्याण की दिशा में अत्यंत सराहनीय प्रयास है।
I have never experienced anything like this in my life, where spiritual leaders from every religion is over here.
The world is a collective reflection of individual consciousness. If I am not peaceful, how will the world be peaceful?
Come back as Jesus, and come back and save the world, and bless all the future of every boy and girl. And come back as Rama, forgive us for what we've done. And come back as Allah, come back as anyone.
पूरा विश्व हमारा शांति से रहे और सब एक दूसरे से प्यार करें, एक दूसरे से मोहब्बत करें। यही तो असल हमारा मकसद है, यही हमारा पैगाम है। इसी को हमें आम करने की ज़रूरत है।
our goal is very clear, to bring about harmony within each community through individual peace, the global peace.
मुझको कहाँ ढूंढे रे बंदे.
Let us strive to inculcate spirituality into every facet of our life, fostering a society that cherishes inner peace, wisdom, and self-realization.
मैं तो तेरे पास